Nevertheless, The Rookie was determined to tell a story that reflected the turbulent state of America at that time. The show took that risk, and it upset some of its audience members. However, Jackson and Doug's plotline was a necessary watch that surely didn't warrant as much harsh criticism as it got. The Rookie Season 3, Episode 3. Stop me if it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but The Rookie Season 3, Episode 3's poor IMDb rating can be attributed to Doug's storyline. Multiple reviews of La Fiera claimed that the crime drama was becoming too woke. Like the other episodes, though, The Rookie Season 3, Episode 3 was overall a decent hour of TV. Yes, the development between Nolan and his mother was frustrating to watch. However, the police brutality arc was still well done. The episode also introduced a great rookie villain in La Fiera, and that must not go unnoticed. The Rookie Season 4, Episode 20. The biggest reason The Rookie Season 4, Episode 20, Enervo, is rated so low on IMDb is because it's the second part of The Rookie, Fed's backdoor pilot. Many were keen to judge Niecy Naishbet's character, Simone Clark, from the start. As a result, the episode wasn't exactly well received. Many also complained about how The Rookie had become way too unrealistic at that point. Enervo wasn't enjoyable for them to watch, and it only made them annoyed when they would rather be entertained. While I can get on board with these criticisms, Naishbet's The Rookie, Fed's character doesn't warrant all the hate that she gets. The Rookie Season 4, Episode 19. If I could copy and paste what I wrote above for Enervo for The Rookie Season 4, Episode 19, I would. Simone served as the first half of The Rookie, Fed's two-part backdoor pilot. It was the audience's first look at Simone, and many were unhappy with what they saw. It's a shame, because Naishbet's character was a breath of fresh air who was breaking stereotypes left and right. She was well suited for the role. Sadly, ABC canceled The Rookie, Feds after only one season, and Simone's legacy will always be looked down upon by those who didn't like her from the jump. The Rookie Season 4, Episode 16. It's safe to say that many fans aren't fond of The Rookie's tradition of producing true crime documentary episodes, given that they make up the 4 lowest-rated episodes of the show. The highest of the lowest is The Rookie Season 4, Episode 16. Out of all the documentaries that the show has produced, Real Crime is the most tolerable. In fact, it's probably one of the more interesting episodes of The Rookie on this list. Real Crime revolves around Aaron and his complex past. It addresses his best friend's murder and interweaves current crimes. Overall, it was a decent episode that definitely wasn't the series' best, but it also wasn't the worst. The Rookie Season 5, Episode 18. The Rookie Season 5's true crime documentary episode was Double Trouble, and its poor reviews are certainly justified. Dim and Juicy returned, and it was a mess from beginning to end. Even a Lance Bass cameo couldn't save it. While it was fun to watch Tim and Lucy go undercover in The Rookie, the people they were posing as were much less fun to watch. Thankfully, Dim and Juicy are a thing of the past. They just weren't interesting, and neither was their story, which is why The Rookie Season 5, Episode 18 received a 4.6 IMDb score. The Rookie Season 3, Episode 7. The Rookie's first true crime documentary episode is also its second worst-rated installment. While casting Frankie Muniz to play a former child star turned cult leader was an inspired choice, the episode was poorly executed. Many were confused and thought that true crime was a far cry from the show's typical format. Ultimately, it's best to skip this Rookie episode on a rewatch. The Rookie Season 7, Episode 15. The lowest-rated episode of The Rookie might have received such poor reviews because of recency bias, but they were still deserved. Season 7 failed to stick the landing, and it all started with a deadly secret. The true crime documentary episode was too convoluted, strangely featured the return of a long-forgotten character, and was a disservice to Tim and Lucy's relationship. The Rookie Season 7 cast. Roll: Nathan Fillion, John Nolan, Richard T. Jones, Wade Gray, Alyssa Diaz, Angela Lopez, Eric Winter, Tim Bradford, Melissa O'Neill, Lucy Chen, Mikia Cox, Nyla Harper, Sean Ashmore, Wesley Evers, Jenna Dewan, Bailey Noon, Lise Seth Chavez, Selena Juarez,
Derek Augustine,
Miles Penn,
Patrick Kalihi,
Seth Ridley. Although I watched The Rookie Season 7, Episode 15 recently, I couldn't tell you a single thing about its case. It was too confusing to follow, and I was more focused on how the episode cheapened Tim and Lucy's long-anticipated relationship talk. So, it's easy to see why A Deadly Secret is The Rookie's lowest-rated episode. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly network TV newsletter and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button for more update news.